everyone, just want to make a video about my Apple CarPlay head unit for my Lexus GX470. I made a couple of videos about it. I have a lot of people asking where I got it from, how it works, all that kind of stuff. So I just want to take a quick second, make a video, talk about how I've liked it so far, some of the features, all that good stuff. So first of all, the Apple CarPlay does work really well. The screen is, tiny bit laggy, just pretty much every Apple CarPlay screen is, even the best quality ones. But it responds really well to your touch. It has all the apps you could ever need. Music sounds good. You can see slide delay with the music there too, like pausing, unpausing, switching songs. But overall, works great. One of the next questions I usually get is, is this compatible with my GX, nav versus non-nav, compatible with the amp, all that kind of stuff. And from what I've seen on the GX forums on Facebook, as well as just like talking to some of the other people, it's compatible with any GX, whether it has the navigation system or not. It just kind of depends on the wiring, what setup you'll have to use. The wiring with the non-nav GX has an air conditioning ribbon cable that you have to use. The nav version just has the CAN bus, and you have to connect the cable to a button controller. But AC works well, goes all the way up, has all the different modes, shows on your screen, either that small version or that big version. And finally, just some of the other features that I've found useful in this unit. This is kind of the main screen that you see when you turn it on. Looks kind of, not great. There's your Apple CarPlay. It will automatically connect once you connect it for the first time. So just turn on your car and then Apple CarPlay will boot up. But there's a lot of different apps that they include on here that are pretty useful. So I'll be going through a couple of those that I found useful. So the first one's going to be useful is just the main settings menu. So this has a bunch of different settings, like day, night mode, time, screen backlight. So I turned this one down all the way. It's just a little bit too bright for me in the day and at night, a little bit too distracting. User, this has boot screen. If you want to have a customized boot screen, you can add a USB with any images, any videos that you want to have them load onto here, and have that load when you boot up. And then system, this is some of the more important settings. So Wi-Fi set. So this unit does have Wi-Fi compatibility, so it will connect from my hotspot, or it also does have 4G. I forgot to buy a SIM card for that, so don't have that set up currently on my unit, but I know some other people that have had it done. The software version, panel key backlights, so basically whether these stay lit up at night or not. Sound gain, this is for your amplifier. I've been messing with this a little bit just to make this system sound a little bit better, not so peaky. And some of the other apps and settings I liked using were in this little function bar. The DSP, this is just my equalizer. I haven't messed with this too much, just a little bit. And anytime that you need to get back to what you were just using, you swipe down from the top screen, and then you can either go to the top right, where it'll show you all of your previous apps, or there's the home screen button that's also in the top left when you swipe down. One of the other applications that's very useful is car info. So this is also where you get to mess with all the sound. So there's a separate fader here, but then this is actually the volume for your stock amp. So this is what will affect the max volume that you can get from the unit. I have it set at 41 right now. I've turned it up a little bit, experimented with a couple different volumes. That's kind of where I found is a sweet spot. Any higher than this, and on my system at least, I start getting a lot of static at lower volumes. Then here it's pretty much non-existent, but still able to get pretty loud. And other than that, it just has some other random apps on here. You can mess with them. And then I actually downloaded a couple like YouTube, so you can watch YouTube on the screen if you have your hotspot connected, or eventually when I get my 4G data connected, I'll be able to watch YouTube just driving down the road. You can load Netflix, load really whatever you want. The system is based off a Pixel 3 XL operating system, so you can do whatever you can with Pixel 3 on here. So that's been the overview of my GX CarPlay. I've loved it so far. It is a little bit of a pain to install, but I have some pictures and a video that I can share with anyone that's looking to install this for themselves. Just let me know if you have any questions or anything in the comments.